What's up, YouTube? It's Thunderstick, the Thunderstick Homestead. What y'all got going on today? So, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I think we're gonna do a little bit of story time. I don't know how often, but I got a lot of old stories, and sometimes I have footage that I'd like to show y'all, but it don't really fit anywhere else. So, hope you enjoy it. See you in a little bit. I wanted to give you a little update on the compost cage. It's doing good. The chickens have finally figured out there's stuff in it. However, as you can see, they're digging out the bottom of it. So I gotta figure that out. But as long as they're eating out of it, that's really all that matters. I never did tell y'all what kind of baby chickens I have. So I got some speckled Sussex chicks. Those are the little bitties, and the bigger ones are Americanas. The speckled Sussex is a very pretty bird. It's the one at the end of some of my videos. But I wanted a flock of them, so when I saw them for sale, I had to have them. So I just got done spreading some corn. Give the chicken some. That's what's on the shirt. Anyway, there are a lot of stories out there in rural North Carolina that nobody talks about or they know. And so I thought, like I said earlier, sometimes I have footage that I would like to show y'all of the chickens, but I don't have a whole video. So I figured, why not throw in some stories with the footage. I'm a member of the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina. We're originally located on the eastern part of the state, right on the South Carolina border, in Robinson, Scotland, Cumberland, and Hope counties. Y'all can pull that up on a map. The story I'm going to tell today is something that we call the Battle of Hayes Pond. This happened in 1958, just after World War II. So in 1958, in the town of Pembroke, North Carolina, there was a court battle going on. It was a divorce court between a white couple. And, I have to say what I got to say. And the judge was remarked to say, why would a white lady get involved with an Indian man? Well, the word is that the judge's words got down to South Carolina to a man named James Catfish Cole. Now, Catfish was a grand dragon, if I believe, of the KKK down in South Carolina. Well, down there, unfortunately, the Klan had some success terrorizing and doing what we all know the Klan did to some African folks, really all black folks down there. So they thought, you know what, we're going to go up to Robertson County, North Carolina, we're going to go to Maxton particularly, and we're going to teach the Indians a lesson, you know, in regards to interracial marriage. Now, back in those days, you could put some things like that in the newspaper. And that's exactly what Catfish did. He put in the Robertsonian that they was going to have the rally in Maxton, North Carolina. Well, all us Indians, we all fighters. And we all say what we say, and we gonna do what we gonna do. And so when you put something like that in the newspaper, you're inviting a fight. So, long story short, Catfish and a clan, they came up to a field in Maxton, North Carolina, that is now known as Hayes Pond. Well, it was a field back then. Now it's, well anyway, it was a field back then. And it had tall, I can't remember what the man said. I think it was weed or some sort of tall grass. Well, they had a stage out there. And they had strung up some lights, the clan did. They had strung up some lights, like out of that movie, Old Brother. They'd strung up some lights, and they had a stage out there. And they had the crosses out there. Well, all that day, the Indians got to talking. And you know, back then there weren't no internet. It was just the newspaper and word of mouth. But that was just as good as the internet. Everybody got together and we knew what we had to do. You know, the people did back then. And matter of fact, my great aunt was one of the people out there. Anyhow, everybody gathered around and that night, they was about to have their rally, and all the Indians, it was said, just the way it was told to me, they got in front of the stage. They got in front of the stage, and on the left of the stage, and on the right of the stage. And all the Klansmen, they was on the back part of the stage. I just want to say the way it is. That's the only reason them Klansmen got out of there alive. Because you're talking about these was real warriors now. They just come back from World War II. And you know, they weren't having this kind of attitude. So, the sun got to going down. And when the sun went down, the lights came on. Well, when the lights came on, there was this man, I can't remember his first name, but Mr. Lowry, that was his last name. A man named Mr. Lowry shot out the lights, literally, shot out the lights. And like I said, that's another reason that it was told to me that the Klansmen got out of there alive. Because when the lights got shot out, everybody got to shooting, and luckily nobody got shot, nobody got killed. However, once again, I can't remember their names, but I will insert a picture. There was a man that captured the KKK flag that night. Well, after the shooting stopped, it really turned into a fist fight. And about the time the fist fight was happening, folks was being dragged out of their cars. And let me be clear here, the Indians was dragging the Klansmen out of their cars. Once the lights got shot out, them Klansmen realized, oh my God, where am I at? This is not, we weren't ready for this. Well, I said, about the time people was getting pulled out of their cars and here on the highway patrol. But the highway patrol had heard about this little deal and was afraid that this might happen. Well, sure enough it did. Well, when highway patrol came, all the Indians figured, well, you know, we probably ought to get out of here. It is 1958. If we go to court for doing what we're doing here, this ain't gonna be good. So all the Indians scattered. There wasn't enough highway patrol to get nowhere close to everybody, so most everybody got away. My great aunt got away, and like I said, everybody mostly got out of that one. But luckily, the cards played out the way they did. Nobody got hurt, nobody died. But it made world news. The picture I'm going to show you right now was from Time magazine. They had a whole article on it and everything. So, if you want some more information or want to hear more stories, just type in Bradley Hayes Pond, and it'll come up everywhere, pictures and everything. But I hope you enjoyed the story. That's about all we got for today. So until next time, I'll see you around. Appreciate it.